What I've learned to do is to stay even kill and to not get too high or not get too low. I mean, you're going to have successes, you're going to have failures, but the key is just to keep moving forward every single day. It's Kobe Bryant.
What up, YouTube? Franchise Sports TV back again with another video. Before I begin, how about you subscribe to Franchise Sports TV on Rumble, FSTV22. More from my spicier joints. I just put one there the other day, Dwight Howard. So go check that one out. The username once again on Rumble is FSTV22. All right, so let's begin. So a couple of nights ago, I just came across the NBA Finals from 2001. Los Angeles Lakers versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, I, for one, at the time, I was an 11-year-old, did not watch that series too much. I think I watched game one, but I didn't watch too much of it. I was angry. I was mainly angry because I thought the Bucks got cheated out of going to the finals in the Eastern Conference Finals that year, because the NBA at the time, these are known facts, these are known documented truths, that the NBA did not want the Milwaukee Bucks in that finals because they weren't marketable. It's a small market team, right? They wanted Iverson versus the Los Angeles Lakers, and they got it. So, as we all know, and some dorks out there like to say that Shaq carried those Laker teams to three-peats, right? Even I, at one point in time, my immature days of not knowing the game, used to say Shaq carried those Lakers teams to three finals, but I was wrong, and so many of us have been wrong when it comes to that. Now, just a little history on Shaq. When Shaq was in Orlando, he necessarily couldn't get it done. One year, he went to the finals. That's when he did have Penny Hardaway. They didn't have a good team, the Orlando Magic team, but they just got beat by a better team in the Houston Rockets and beat by a better player in Hakeem Olajuwon. It is what it is. Swept as well. Keyword, swept. And Shaq never really got there ever again. Kept getting swept and swept until the development. It's not even that. I can't even say it's even the development of one Kobe Bryant. See, here's the misconception that I can't even call him that anymore. The LaQuire and so many others don't seem to actually really grasp if they look at the history books and look at everything else. Now, back then, in the 90s, players who especially came out of high school and younger players, they weren't really played that much. The coaches back then, especially Dale Harris of the coach of the Lakers around the time when Kobe came into the league, they wasn't so fond of younger players. He wasn't so fond of Kobe Bryant. So, yes, Kobe Bryant's numbers, they're going to look minimal in his first year because everybody likes to put his years up to LeBron's first years. LeBron's first years in the league, he had full control. He can do whatever he wants. He's supposed to be touted as the chosen one. But anyway, you look at Kobe's first year, 96-97 season, 71 games played, 6 games started, averaging 15 minutes, 7.6 points per game, 1.9 rebounds, 1.3 assists. But the next year, his second year, he played more, 79 games, but only started 1. But he still came off the bench and averaged 15.4 in 26 minutes, got more minutes. In each year, he continued to have faith in it. I think when Phil Jackson stepped in was the 99-2000 season. I think it was. Let me make sure to fact check myself, because the 98-99 season, the short out season, he did play all 50 games and started all 50 games and even averaged 19 points a game. see here. Make sure I have my facts right. Yeah, it was Dale Harris last year. I think he got fired in the middle of the season. So Phil Jackson came in the next year. And I think Phil Jackson saw what we all eventually saw with Kobe Bryant. I think he saw a little bit of Jordan in Kobe Bryant. So Kobe did start 66 games, 62 games. But in that first season, not the first year of them three-peating, averaging 22.5. But in that second championship run, 2001 season, 68 games, started 68 games, averaging 40 minutes. And at the time, career high average in points, 28.5 points per game, assists, 5 assists, and 5.9. But I'm going to look at this year because some other people asked me, they wanted to talk about number 8 Kobe as well versus number 24, because we all know LeBron's like a freaking, that's why I call him the Emperor. He's like Emperor Palpatine. He's trying to do his best way of changing things around to fit his own glory. But we ain't talking about him right now. If you look at the eye test, use the eye test, especially in the 2001 finals. Everybody keeps saying Shaq was the dominant one. True, you could say that. But if not for Kobe being on that team, for that three-peat, there ain't no three-peat. Maybe they'll win one without Kobe. Maybe Shaq could be good enough to win one, but 3 in a row? No. Kobe was a necessary piece. If you watch the 2001 finals, the reason I'm pointing it out because I watched that one all the way through. Well, mostly all of it. Short, condensed version of it. But if you watch that all the way through, Kobe already at the time at age 22, 21, 23, was already a killer. Number 8 Kobe, even with the fro, even when he cut off the fro, he was still number 8. He was a highlight reel. He wasn't the most athletic, but he was athletic. He was a highlight reel. Dunks for days. And not only he can dunk, dribble, and get to the basket, he was also skilled for his age. I think he was already skilled coming out of high school. That's how just good he was. He just never got the chance. He wasn't the mid-range Jedi Master at the time, but he was good enough to put the Lakers over the top and win them 3 rings. He was already brilliant. I think number 8 Kobe was, I wouldn't say necessarily having fun. Necessarily not taking the game seriously, but he was taking the game serious. He was already professional already at a young age. Compared to like people like Zion, John Morant, Guns and Butter. No, not Guns and Butter. Guns and Buns. Kobe was already focused already at this age. You could consider him being the alpha male of the Lakers at that time. Pushing Shaq. And that's why they got into the spat. Because Shaq, each year, continued to get bigger and bigger and fatter. To the point it became a detriment to the team. Kobe wanted to win already at the young age. He knew what it took to win it at that age. Number 8 Kobe. He was a beast already in his own. But after the whole Colorado situation, I think that Colorado situation, as we all know, we don't need to say too much about it because we already know, I think that fueled him to become what we saw later on, eventually turning into number 24 Kobe. I think that whole thing and what he had to endure during the time, because remember he lost all the endorsements. No more Adidas. I think it was with McDonald's. No more Adidas. No more Sprite. None of this. And some reason till this day, even though I wouldn't say the case was thrown out, you know what happened. I'm not going to talk too much about it. There's some idiots and some haters out there still this day that still, see Kobe as this, even after his passing. After his passing, what happened after his passing was some people, how the way they went about it was completely disgusting. But I ain't going to talk about that right now. But number 8 Kobe was fantastic. He wasn't the killer yet. He wasn't the surgeon, the killer instinct. Well, he could have technically had the killer instinct. I just think after the whole Colorado thing, the dispute with Shaq, him being on his own, becoming the man of the Lakers, and him continuously working on his craft, he just became the monster that he eventually became. But when did he change to number 24? I forgot what season did he change to number 24. Let me see here. I forgot what season he changed to 24. 2006-2007 season. So that's when he changed that from 8 to 24. But yeah, he was already on his way towards the end, towards the 2005-2006 season. He was already heading towards what we all know and loved eventually. So let's see here. I don't want to make this video too long. So from 2000-2001 season, 28 points a game. 2001-2002 season, he played more games, 80 games, 25 points a game. 02-03 season, 30. 03-04 season, 24. 04-05 season, 27.6. And his last season is number 8. His career high. I think that's no, it wasn't the season after. It was 2 seasons after. But it's 05-06 season, his career average high of 35.4 points per game. Some people are looking at those assists, which was 4.5. Steals 1.8. 5.3 rebounds. I think his highest average in steals was actually 02-03 season. But anyways, yeah, he was literally a beast that last season as number 8. He had to be. He had nothing on this team. And I think that's the same season he scored the legendary 81-point game as well. I won't say all threes, but some threes, some mid-range. He was in the zone. An absolute zone. You couldn't take him out of it. He was unconscious almost. But if you want to go this route with LeBron too as well. So the 2000-2001 season was Kobe's second time in the finals. You can compare that with LeBron's second time in the finals, which was the 2010-11 season. First year in Miami. Do we really need to compare Kobe's second finals run and LeBron's second finals run? Number 24 Kobe in part 2. Number 8 Kobe was a beast. But anyway, I'm going to keep trolling these damn freaking letards out here because they don't get it. And we going to freaking force feed it into their brains, either they like it or not. Who the true greatness is, not this manufactured greatness. Not this bowling ball, get to the basket, run over people greatness. Boring ass game. Part 2 is coming up next. Number 24, Kobe.